Hello, hi, how are you all, beautiful people? I still remain yours truly, SOP Maxwell, under the aegis of SOP Maxwell Ministries. I'm speaking with you or to you, and I strongly believe that God's purpose in our lives will not be defeated because the very essence while you are living is to make a better life and to also impact on people. I want to make it very clear. Perception changes as our relationship changes. The way you see things gets a little bit modified or mutated if you begin to change your relationship spectrum. Am I speaking English? Let me break it down a bit this way. The moment you move from one orbit or angle of relationship to another, your perception about that particular relationship begins to change. Practically, in courtship or dating, you hear things like men are moved by what they see, women are moved by what they hear. That's normal. That's how it is in that courtship state, in that dating state. A man sees the beautiful lady, sees the curves, sees the voluptuous beauty, the velvety skin, the sheen hair, the erected eyelashes, the glossy cheeks. These are the things that the man reminisces about. These are the things that moves him. Because it's at that state of relationship that makes sense. The woman, on the other hand, is not moved by what she says. Rather, she's moved by what she hears because she's in that state of relationship of dating and courtship. So you see a woman and you say, oh, you are the paragon of beauty. You are the personification of God's work. You are the gracious being that was created on the seventh day. You are the this, you are the that. That is what she hears. That is what she's moved by. Because she's listening to them. So evidently, at that level of relationship, the perception is men would naturally be moved by what they see, and women will be moved by what they hear. Now, listen carefully. That perception changes or transmogrified. Am I speaking English? That perception moves from one level to another level because the level of relationship has what migrated to another stage. The moment the man and the woman decides to say, oh, let's tie the knot, let's go to the altar and say the yes I do, as the case might be, the perception will spontaneously change. After marriage, the man no longer is moved by what he sees, is now moved by what he hears. Am I speaking English? On the other hand, the woman is not moved by what she hears now, rather, she's moved by what she sees. You see the change of perception there because the level of relationship has changed. So you find the man saying that, why would you say this? Why would you say that? That is to the woman. So the man is more concerned about why did he say this? Why did he say that? Because the man is more concerned about what he's hearing now. Why? Because the relationship has changed. From courtship, dating to marriage. On the other hand, the woman at this stage is no longer moved, like I said earlier, by what she hears, but by what she sees. So the man comes back very late, she's seeing that. The man is always with the phone, she's seeing that. The man picks up a call and steps out of the house, she's seeing that. The man hides his money, she's seeing that. She's seeing all this. And everything she sees kind of creates the component of her decision. The singular mistake people make, or would I say couples make, is that the perception of the relationship at the initial stage, they still want to keep such perception even when they know the relationship has moved on. And that's where we start having issues. So if you are under the influence of my voice, be very, very smart. You can't lay back. The moment you are taking practical steps to move your relationship to the next level, also take what I call extemporaneous steps. Am I speaking English? Extemporaneous steps to move your perception to the next level. Very important. I know you've heard of scenarios or stories where men will come up and say, oh, Anima knew she was not up to my level. Anima knew she was not this cognitively placed. Her mental ability does not flow with mine. Her emotional intelligence is not updated to mine. Now, all those the man will be bringing up is because there's a change of perception. The lady has not changed. It's still the same old lady. I know you've heard of stories where a man will sponsor a woman through education. In fact, one of the stories hit me now as I speak, of a man in the East Imo State, to be precise, a pastor to be precise, who sponsored a lady through university. And after the lady graduated, something just happened. That's what some people think. Nothing happened. There was a change of perception. The lady came up and said she can't cope with the man because the man is not at her own level anymore. This was the same man that put you through school. But now the man is not at your own level anymore. It's still the same old lady, still the same old person. This is also the name of Lady Sandra. It's still the same old Sandra. Her skin color has not changed. Her facial expression has not changed. But our perception have changed. So if the man is saying it's time for us to go into marriage, and the man is not willing to change the perception, but the lady asked, it's going to be a problem. And evidently the problem emanated. The lady came up and said she can't marry the man. And you know what happened? The man committed suicide. This happens because as you are taking a leap from one relationship to another level, of one level of relationship to another level of relationship, you should be practically ready, brutally ready, to also be prepared to change your perception. Am I speaking English? Because if you don't, there's going to be a very strong friction that would serve as a drawback to the progress of the relationship. So look carefully. If you're a man out there willing to marry, which is a very good thing, a woman there out there also having these lofty dreams of settling down, note that what you enjoy in courtship and dating, you must be prepared to change the perception of all those lovelies as you go into marriage. If the perception, you're not working on it, then it's going to be a very challenging scenario. I know this message has touched you. I know you've picked one or two things out of this message. And try as much as possible to make sure that whatever you do, you are not subtracting from life, but rather you are multiplying, not adding, but multiplying in life. Please, if you've not subscribed, I will encourage you to go down and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, so that more videos will come up and you will be notified about it. And don't forget, more importantly, drop your comments. I know there are stories out there we would love to share. There's story out there we would love to teach people with our experiences through. And who knows, your story might be what a man or what a woman out there needs to just get into the right phase of life. Don't hesitate to drop a message or drop a comment, and try as much as possible to be a better soul and have a blissful life. I remain yours truly, SOP Maxwell, and these messages powered by SOP Maxwell Ministries. And don't forget, am I speaking English? Bye-bye.